Hi there, my name is Kristen Harriet. I did have my husband standing right here, but he just got called on to a conference call, so we'll move forward without him. I am here just to tell you about my experience with Trusted Newborn Care, Heather in particular, and how she helped our family. We first heard about Trusted Newborn Care through a triage nurse who is one of the lead instructors at North Central Parenting Group here in Phoenix. It's one of the largest parenting associations. I believe there's about 300 parents in it. And Heather was recommended to a group of 14 of us. I believe about a fourth of us ended up hiring her. And interestingly enough, when my second was being born, there was a bidding war over who was going to hire Heather, who was able to get Heather, because we were all due within a month or two of one another. I had never heard of sleep training before meeting Heather, and actually she is kind enough to come to your home and to give you a consultation. She brings a binder full of material that explains the science of sleep training, something I was unaware of. Before having our firstborn child, I worked in technology and ran a small business, so when it came time to parent, I really had no idea what I was doing. Sleep training was not just getting our daughter to sleep through the night. It was kind of analyzing what was going on with the baby from the minute it was born, how much it was drinking, what Heather recommended for daily intake of ounces. We had issues with formula. Heather was there with all sorts of resources and recommendations. She's there in the middle of the night, but she's available to you at all times. So it's kind of like having this person who's professional, expert, and also like a sister to kind of guide you through the process of getting through the first few weeks of having a child. With our firstborn, she was sleeping through the night within, I want to say, 6 to 7 weeks. I'm not sure if that's normal or not, but Heather does have a way of kind of telling you all the options there are to successful sleep training strategy and helping you figure out what you're most comfortable with. So then when you get to the point of, is it time to let a baby cry it out or not, she's right there to explain what's healthy and kind of explore your comfort level with everything. What I quickly realized was getting 8 hours of sleep 4 nights a week was worth the weight in gold. One of the first things that kind of blows you away is the cost, the investment. Not only is it expensive, you have people who are skeptics. My big sister, for one, made it very clear that being tired and miserable is a rite of passage when you have a baby. Not for me. If there's a way around that, great. Getting sleep was actually just as important to myself as it was to my marriage and to the development of our daughter, Tatum. I became a firm believer of it, and when our second came around, Kipton, I couldn't wait I think I called Heather 2 weeks after finding out I was pregnant to make sure I was a priority on her list. It's nice having Heather as a resource. It's a comfort. And it's also nice knowing that, she's going to help you come up with ways to get your child sleeping through the night as quickly as possible. Kipton was an entirely different child than our firstborn. The same strategies that worked with Tatum were not working with Kipton, and what was so great about Heather is that she's so knowledgeable and was able to pivot quickly, come up with new techniques that were right for him, but also right for where we were in our lives. With our firstborn, my husband was working, traveling, and I was a stay-at-home mom. With our second, my husband was still doing all those things, but I was in graduate school, and we have a second kid, and everything felt kind of different. So Heather was able to kind of renegotiate what that schedule was going to look like, and helped us get him on the right path. So she was just amazing on that front. My husband and I joke that we probably won't have a third because we've lost Heather to San Diego and would have no idea what we're doing without her. But it goes without saying, we can't recommend sleep training enough for any family with a newborn, whether it's their first or fifth kid. It's truly a game changer. And we also recommend Heather as just a great addition to your family and a great expert in the sleep training field. Thank you.